French dive.
Uma ameaça foi detectada. Uma ameaça foi detectada.
Actually, my problem is not medical. It's psychological.
Shameless product placement. Sponsor me, Red Bull. Whoa, 2 Live Crew is on. Listen to the old rap. I gotta stop doing that. I'm so used to driving the other truck. I just big swing, close the door. Today, it's a good old glorious Sunday for me. Just going on to first day back in the new saddle. New used, new to me, slightly used, still like new. That's a little worn off, that's a little worn off. Tractor spike out of an older truck, so that is worn out. We'll have to do something about that. A little bit. It's second oldest truck. Came out of. Don't ask me. I don't know. Why don't we just buy a new one? Couldn't have been that expensive. New throttle pedal seems to be cured the hiccup that I had that I talked about before. So we're good there. I think I'll really be able to know once we're loaded. But I haven't had it hiccup once on me. We're just in Alsike here. Going out to Lodgepole, just a little bit outside of Lodgepole to get a pin load. Come back to town, drop that off just around the corner from our shop, and then I got to go down and grab Dad's 24-wheel double drop with a beaver tail, and then we got to go get a 290 excavator from Huxley, which is only probably an hour and 20 minutes from Red Deer, so just doing some beetling around town today so far. And yeah, so we're pretty much complete here, minus the rear fender rubber flaps that we're gonna put on. Welder's back on Tuesday, so hopefully we can, you know, get it done this week sometime. He was on holidays. I'm like, I could do it. I'm like, I don't want to do it. I could do it though. Literally just a piece of square tubing, couple gussets. Doesn't have to be like super HD. It's just gonna hold the rubber flap. And what else? Still gotta put in the second radio, which I'm hoping I could squeeze two of them into this bracket somehow. But maybe the screws might be in the way. I don't think there's gonna be enough room. It would be nice. That would be sick. You would have to drill new holes on the side. And then I could put the CB up here. I want to put a CB in the truck because I have ultimate plans of doing like I did in my road train truck and putting a PA. That's the loudspeaker up there.
Holy fuck, there, back. Get her on there right. You got her all fucked up.
So literally the mic is always live once you turn it on. And then you can hear what's going on the two-way when you're outside. Because, you know, a lot of times you roll up to a rig move, I'm like, man, I want to get out of the truck, but you're like, well, they might call me. So I like the PA for that, and then when you're outside, it's a little more pleasurable. You can listen to your music. It sounds like you're at the skating rink kind of music, but it's still better than nothing. And you can yell at people, you know. Other than that, we're golden. Just got to get used to the truck now. Oh yeah, and I want to make a little support bracket for that. Because I've looked on my truck, like 101, and everything up there looks the same. I'm just like, well, why is it so floppy? Maybe that's got to be tightened down more. But like the bracketry is tight. I sucked down this side a little bit more because it was, what is it? While Brain was under there, he's like, oh, tighten that a little bit more because I think Brad, which is the welder, which he's also really good at doing a lot of things. He's like jack of all trades. Worked in auto body, worked welding, used to build fire trucks. He's pretty meticulous. So when they put that on, he sucked down the bolts and he just maybe didn't go enough. And I know the C500 from experience needs to be like, you know, I don't know, 450 foot-pounds down, or else it'll vibrate loose. And then, like I said before, in 101, it was starting to eat up underneath the windshield here because it had moved back, and it wasn't the first time. That truck's got lots of battle scars from that happening. So, but anyways, we'll go out, grab this P-tank, whistle that back to town, and then we'll go get an excavator. So yeah, relatively easy. I still got the creak in the steering wheel even after dousing it like 3 times. I'll have to hit it with the Old Faithful. Used to always use, I think it's Worth HS 2000 is what I always used before. I had a little bit left in a can. I used to use that for like the pedal linkages underneath the cab here for the clutch and the steering wheel and the seat. Seems to last a long time. Other than the dust, easy work. We got some weight on the wheel, and I've freshly had the I'm in my own best arm. We got rid of the left and right leveling valve in favor for just single. And if these weights are the same as my old truck, then we're kind of heavy. I got lots of room to slide yet. I'm always going for the brake pedal when I'm going down a hill. I'm like, no, I don't need to. It's great. Which is weird because it's only an extra probably 11 PSI boost when I'm jaking going down a hill with the VGT versus the Borg Warner on the old truck. Used to, like, if you got it right up to like 1900 RPM, it'd be putting out 20 PSI. Which a lot of the other guys claim they're only getting like 12 or 15. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, Borg Warner, great for everything, but jake brakes, which sucks. It's too bad. There was talk about trying to, oh, the geese are on the road again. Why are you guys hanging out here? There's water there. Why are you over here? Oh my. Come on, guys. I have ducks, so I have the brake for ducks. Pretty soon, it'll be, oh, you see them, the geese will cross the road and all their little babies follow in a single file. And like, I've seen it a few times where I'm on the highway just doing like a $110 on the freeway, and I'm just like, shit, what the fuck? Almost roll the truck just to save a couple little ducks. Because that's the kind of person I am. If you're a retarded deer, no, you're getting nailed. Yeah, so it's only like 5 minutes out of my way. We'll stop in Drayton. Since I have no baselines of weights and we've messed with the air suspension, it'll be nice to know. Because right now, according to my old truck, I'm like permit weight at like 26.5 or so. I was doing literally 40 and I was tossing rocks. The brand new tires on the back, they look like they're perfect for picking up, well, any brand new tires that are made for off-road are great for throwing rocks. So I had a couple fair size, landing on the roof, landing on the hood. I'm just like, oh shit. We got a trailer now, so they won't launch. Hopefully we get that dealt with sooner than later. Let's go weigh this thing. Hopefully it's not broken. I'm really struggling with 430 gears for some reason. Okay, maybe not really, but a little bit. be light, and all the weight's on the ass. 73.20 on the steer. Still need to adjust my mirrors here. I did, and it wasn't enough. Must have my seat way up. We all on? We're all on. 20,260. Just got to make a mental note of that in my phone. It's good to have weights, you know? Put that at the top of the list. I knew we weren't over. Like, for a P tank, you should not be over. By any means. Too heavy for a tandem right now. The ass end is 17,640. Take a look at the specimen. Here's something else that's cool. Tractor spike. Since we bypassed all the safeties, you can still idle it up. Love it. Only if you're a bed trucker, you know how good that is. Oh, my rims are dirty. Whoa. Just tossing rocks. So, P-tank for testing pressures on a well site. Manifold where everything comes in and out. Well, this one's in. Out will be on the back. The pipe that you would run to the well. This is where it would come out. Or in. Maybe I'm backwards, but this is pretty much Surprised this stays latched. This is where the party is. Where you get all your testing done. Mad scientists be up in here, charts, writing stuff down, taking samples. So you can know how much the well is gonna flow, right? If you got a producer or not. How good is this gonna be? More pipe, diesel fuel for flushing stuff, propane. There should be some methanol and maybe some nitrogen on here too. A little bit of TDG stuff. Just getting all these rocks. You still got to die grind some of these out. They're not quite. The pins don't fit. I made those the other day. Look, I used the bolt. I know, don't look at the welds. I was doing my best welding again, like my snatch block. Got my tire chains. Went to put them all on the truck yesterday. Pulled them right out of the bag. Cams. I specifically asked for no cams. Because I don't like cams. I think they're a waste of time. They sit there and flop around for like sometimes a month before you'd use them, and they're all twisted, and they get worse the rusty that they are. Quite a few times on my old truck, I'm just putting them on and the cam's twisted. I'm hitting it with a hammer. I'm sitting there for like 5 minutes. I could have been chained up, but I'm messing around with stupid cams. So I wanted to set a triple, 2 sets of triples, and then 1 set of singles, because it'll be kind of a fight to get the back axle done up if I ever got to do it, you know. It's rare, but we always carry enough chains to be able to do all the tires. And I found a steer and I got a steer, so I got 2 triple duty steers. I'm ready for battle. Just need some more drive tire chains. All right, back to Red Deer and get this thing parked in its spot, which is going to be another sweet event because you got to back in off the road because their yard literally has no room. They got people moved in there, taking up half their yard where we'd normally drive in and try to get turned around. It's right by our shop, so I drive by it like every morning and I'm like, oh, it's pretty tight in here. Of course, all of Drayton Valley is coming right now. Damn it. don't know if that hiccup's gone. Wonder what it could be if it's not the throttle pedal. Fuel delivery, we did full service, changed the fuel filter, changed the oil. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to go. I'm never gonna get out of here. I don't know if I'm liking the instant jakes, honestly. Just with the much play there is in the drivetrain with having the auxiliary, it kind of sucks. Might see if we can go back to having the delayed jakes. Like, they had it for a while there. It's like 2 seconds or something. Might be ideal to go back to that, because I find myself kind of rammy with the drivetrain trying to shift with the jakes on. Sometimes I get it just right, sometimes it's just kind of a little bit abrupt and hard on the drivetrain. So I don't know, practice makes perfect. We'll see, I guess. Back to Red Deer, and these kids again that made me toot my horn earlier. He's like, make the kids happy. If you live in Drayton Valley, you're probably going to be a trucker anyways. You see some of the coolest trucks we got around, busy area. Dude, the extra window is deadly for doing 90-degree turns like that coming in here. I didn't have to get out. Blind side. Piece of piss. I think I got her about where he wants. Watch your ears. I'm lined up with that one. He said he wants to move this one. we wanted to leave 10 feet of room. This one is sticking way out, so it needs to come this way and back, so I'm hoping that's good. Guy can only guess, right? This is what he told me. 10 feet, so they can work on it, right? You want some room to, if you gotta take the pipe off or dig some stuff out, whatever. I've had to arrange this yard a few times. Seems pretty dry for the most part. Unfortunately, my boards are not the sweetest here. The P-tank beside me has pretty much punched through its boards almost. They should buy like the plastic ones we get for the pickers, but you know what happens then is they don't come back. That's why we just use boards half the time, or all the time, because people don't bring stuff back. A lot of guys won't even pick up the boards. Always drop the air in the suspension in these kinds of, well, trailers with these legs, especially loaded, pretty much any trailer loaded, you just drop the air. So that's the first time I ever got to try blindside backing up. I like it. I'm definitely not going back. Hopefully that holds. Didn't even slide my wheel. There wasn't a whole lot to gain, so this is a double locking big boy. Do you believe it's made by Holland still? Yep. My finger was covering it. Had many of them. I have nothing magnetic. Don't bounce off. If you do, you're an action camera. You'll live. Put her in first in the auxiliary and just crawl out. Put the D sign down. Not using that. The view is a lot better with the D sign up. The other two P-tanks have to pretty much come sit right beside me. Oh. Looks alright to me. Double check the bizords. Oh, you fuck off. I gotta go get Dad's wheeler. Guess what? It's at fucking Hopkins and Lacombe, not at the house. The house is right behind this industrial park. This is the kind of bullshit I talk about on a regular basis. Like, where the trailers are all over the place. You never know where anything is. Looks solid. It's on video. It's not falling down. Copy? Look at that one over there. Yeah, that's like a 4x4 or something. Not ideal. Alright, I guess we'll go to Lacombe and get a trailer. Yeah, hey. Lucky. Put my shoes back on. But I guess in all fairness, we go to Huxley, we can just go out 12. Do some jig jog to Alberta out to 21. So it's not the end of the world, really. Let me confirm that I've copied that. I don't think he told me where I was going either. Oh yeah, he did. Copy, Miles? You don't copy, I'm locking the gate. where it's nice and cool. I'll go and close the gate. Maybe right now would be a good time for you to go to the fridge and grab another beer. Or maybe you have a dog that can get you a beer or something, you know, like, or a wife, or get out of here, spider. Maybe you got an AI robot that'll get you a beer. I haven't got that yet. You get an AI robot that can like just make you beer, and then you don't have to buy it. When's that shit coming out? I'll buy an AI robot if I don't have to buy a beer ever again. Be down in the basement like a mad scientist, brewing me stuff, all sorts of goodies. What if it's another wild guess that it's probably hooked all up? I don't think he has a booster for it. I can. HHS 2000. Uh-oh. The straw's a little bit smaller, I don't know. Might just fucking spray out of there. I should have tackled that when he had the column apart. I was looking at it, I was like, oh, the column's apart, this is a good time. Do some spraying. Literally, all I use this stuff for is MIC. I already explained it. I don't want it to jizz inside my door, so I roll it up like a doob. Save it for a rainy day. Put this back in the toolbox. Mid and a red T800. Oh, it's got the single window. You don't even have to paint that one. You just gotta decal it up. It's super highway looking though. Bought a few things, eh? Last sale. Oh yeah, it's got aluminum rims on the mid. Old TL34. That's an old road train trailer. Just haggard, needs a paint job, and yeah, the Jeep's hooked up. Oh well, it doesn't look like I have to lift the wheel, so that's good. I don't know if my hoses are long enough. Kind of the gay way to go about it. It'd probably be quicker to just put my winch line on it. Always make the air lines reach the back of the truck. Should be like a prerequisite. Thump some tires, I guess. While I'm waiting, it's gonna be at least one every time for me. winning. 4 more. Nice. It's all good. Love that. It's got an aggressive up and down into the belly of the trailer. I'm not a huge fan of that. It does have a flippable neck. Hopefully we'll be alright. It's not hydraulic, so you kind of gotta do it manually with a piece of equipment, which I could do with the hoe when I pick it up, but it's not really worth my time. I'll just slide my wheel all the way. And we gotta remember to flip up the rollers before we put it on the truck, because we'll wreck the truck. I only have a single lung air compressor. I'm kind of sad about that. Oh. Dude, what's that? That looks like another auction purchase right there. It's a deck for a bed truck that wasn't here the last time I was here. Hiding stuff on us over here at Hopkins. This used to be a bed truck trailer. My buddy Mike Stevenson used to pull it all the time. I'll send him a picture. I'd be like, your old girl. Oh, this is a rail in. Or it came from somewhere. Was it 26 CVIP? Doesn't look like it's been used a whole lot, but it's got aluminum rims. That turns me on. So tired of Dayton's. Oh yeah, it doesn't have. Who's mud flaps? Oh, it is railing mud flaps on it. This tandem tractor is Johnny's oil field hauling. It could be for Hopkins. We bought another tandem too, and this is a tandem. 18 speed. Oh yeah, I'm like, oh, hydraulic lines, but it's all manual. Had a spook for a second there. I was like, uh-oh. Fuck. Got grease on my calf. Somehow. Should have been wearing coveralls. Should have been sweating to the oldies. That'd be Downton's. Straight across to the back there is Downton's. They got lots of cool shit. They got lots of nice cool shit. We're a little rougher around the edges. But we're changing. Slowly. There's been a mass improvement since I've came here. Big time. It is not the company that it was. But just like any company, I've seen a few people like blow up a company, make it large, and sell it. I think I asked him that. When I got hired on, I was like, you plan on selling anytime soon? He said no. I'm like, if you do, arm punch. I'm tired of fucking getting new jobs. And you know where I'll be? Directly behind us across the street. That'll be my next place to go would be Downton's. Only because I don't like switching jobs. Even if I hate a job, I'll just stay. Yeah, I'm dumb that way. I'm making money. We're busy as hell. I have no reason to leave. And so far, everything's working out pretty good, actually. Like, look, I got this sweet truck. That's a lot of icing on the cake for me. It's the nicest truck I've ever had. I just hope everybody's not gonna be like an asshole about it. Like, so what? I work hard. You guys work hard too and get nice stuff. I've said this before, but I was at Road Train for quite a while and I never got a new truck. It took me 7. I had to count in my head because I'm retarded. 7 years before I got a brand new truck, which is that white T-bed I had, which was its dream T-bed. If nobody dreams about a T-bed, but I like the T-bed because it was tri-drive. I was busy in springtime, like now, Wheeler, when road bans are on, and it was pretty busy truck. And I had a lot of customer and clientele that really liked using me, so it worked out. Drop the air. See if we can make this work. Oh yeah, rollers. Don't forget the rollers. He's probably watching me on the camera right now. He's like, he's gonna phone me right now. You're gonna wreck offenders. I'm like, I know, Dad, I know. When I was at Road Train with my old T-bed, the tandem one, just after we got it finished, built and flanged up, I was picking up, we have similar trailer, like this. And I was looking at one side, backing under it, and I'm like, all good, all good. And then the side I wasn't watching crumpled. The fender that went over the back wheels. They just kind of sat there and vibrated and rattled. I did straighten it out, but it was never the same again. But ours didn't flip up like these ones. And that's all I had to do. I can't remember. It's been so long. I might have even been, I think they'll catch the tires. And they're really close to the deck. If you do any cool shit, and by cool shit I mean like eating a lot of ditch. I didn't say the other word. I said ditch with a D. Yes, looking good, looking good. Rigid. You're gonna want to slide the wheel a lot. Put the air back up. Pop a pin. Ba-ting. My airlines are in the way, aren't they? That doily cord gets in the way anyways. Oh, we would have been fine. This one. No. Yeah. Stay. Oh, I forgot I had to get the wrap for this. Want to get that Simflex coil wrap. Do I go through the pickup throat? Oh, I don't remember now. It's probably a better idea. Except for I got these long handles. Might not be great. Just have to really watch. Later on Time Lapse Trucker today, trucker rips off his airlines and electrical cord. does kind of sit really close to the lock, but it should be alright. Okay, we've already checked the tires. Put the air back in her. It's already aired up and ready to go. Whoa. I wonder if it's 83 because it's 1983. Where is the sticker? Oh yeah, right here. Oh, it's 2008. Huh. Yo, that's supposed to be there. We had pins on ours. Pins that would go through, you know? So yeah, you see what I mean? Like, it's not bad. It is a little aggressive. I'm kind of scared of beaver tails. I think he has grease hubs, but fluid hubs, but grease in them. Oh, sweet. Fuck. I got lights at the neck. Maybe he separated and didn't hook them back up. Nut myself on that thing. Seems kind of really loose, and this does look brand new too. Strange. Very strange. If you don't know this trick, this is like number one. Spread the prongs with the tiny screwdriver just a little bit, because they will break. Doesn't look too bad in there. This plug looks brand new. Sorry, I'm getting WD all over your trailer. Probably not gonna watch it, but you know. Shit. Well, all of a sudden I don't have the knack now either. It's definitely got greased up. Didn't feel loose. I had lights earlier today on my other P tank. Everything is working perfect. I think Ross is going to haul another coil with ours. That's why we're using this. Next back. I see signals on there. Oh yeah. Dispatch is freaking out. I mended it. Fucking tire flat bungees. Air is up. We have everything. Oh, the license plate light is falling out. Let me fix this. Or not. Too much wire here, Joe. Get in there. fix two things. All right, let's book. Some other guys would just be like, oh, hopefully I don't lose it while I'm in like halfway pulling over and doing it again. Things are looking up. a shift, auto resume, full shift. Deadly. This thing's got that dialed in. What's that hanging down? I didn't think I was gonna be loading at somebody's house. It's kind of sketched out. You know, I don't like an audience. I'm not like a seasoned vet at tail loading. This tail's pretty steep, and it's like pretty far off the ground, even with the air dropped. I'm like, huh. He's like, do you want me to load it? I'm like, please. I'm like, no shame here. I'm like, if you want to throw her up there, I'm like, I'm not very finesseful at like pulling with the hoe and walking and doing all that, and like, I don't have enough experience. Like, I've been around it enough. All the beaver tails that I had to use, they had a nice tail. You didn't have to grab anything and pull yourself up onto the trailer. You just walk her up there, and it was like nothing. You drop the air, and the tail was like literally on the ground. So yeah, it looked really sketchy. I'm like, it's way up there, because it does come up quite a bit until you're on top, and then you're like, you're up there. Thank the guy. I'm like, thanks, man. And then he's like, see my camera. He's like, did you videotape that? I'm like, yeah, is that okay? He's like, can you send that to me? I'm like, yeah, sure. Definitely will. I'll send him the raw clip of that, and I'll send him the video when it's all done. But it is kind of it's a full day mix, so we'll see. I gave him a sticker. So yeah, we'll take it back to the yard. I would have liked to rather I would have brought the Jeep. But like, why not? Bring the Jeep, take the neck off, and throw it on that way. I would have been way more relaxed. I think the only time I used this trailer was, if you guys remember that video where I hauled that D9, and we ended up having to unload right at the chip seal, but I didn't have to load or unload, so Cat Skinner was there when we loaded at Hopkins Gravel Pit, and then he unloaded it when we got I couldn't make the turn into where we were going. If you guys remember, we're just on a skinny little chip seal road. We had to end up like pretty much blocking the road so I could get the trailer over enough to unload him in the ditch. Or sorry, the approach to the turn, because I'm like, there's no way, it's not happening. Other than that, I've never used this trailer, and I can't say that I really like it. The trailer's nice. It's great. It's nice and low. We're like 4.4, 4.3. We're super low, so that's good. Take her back to the yard and put her down on the ground, find some blocking. I don't know what the plan is. He's taking it when, where. It's going somewhere in Red Deer, but I got other arrangements. Going back out to where we got the P tank, and imagine we'll be hauling tanks and mats.